Are you a student
Yes.
resource officer? Are you both?
I'm a detective. I was recently a school resource officer, but about a little over a year ago, I transferred to the investigations division.
Okay. I want to go over, you went over a timeline with Mr. Shawn, but I just want to make sure we sort of have the dates and times of
Yes,
everything of this investigation. So first of all, we have the alleged victim reporting to the St. George Regional Hospital around 12:30 in the afternoon on February 27th. Does that sound accurate?
Yes, I believe so.
And it's my understanding that in St. George, the St. George PD, at least in a few cases I've had recently, you actually have an officer stationed or housed at the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
And on that day, that happened to be Kay Childs, who was at the hospital when the alleged victim and her friend came in.
Yeah, Ken Childs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have his first initial,
Oh, yeah.
but Ken Childs,
Yeah.
okay. And then from your understanding, was there ever a 911 call or anything like that, or did they just report to the hospital?
Just to the hospital.
And you indicated that you watched the body cam of that interaction. When did you watch that body cam?
It would have been on or around May 27th when the case was assigned to me.
You watched the body cam that early on in the case?
Yeah, so generally with all of my cases, the first thing I do when it's assigned to me is I review the officer's reports and then watch the body camera footage just so I understand what's going on in the case.
And when was the last time that you watched that body cam footage?
I don't recall that.
Okay, did you watch it in preparation for testimony?
No, I did not.
Okay. Can you describe in that body cam footage sort of where the alleged victim and the friend were when they were speaking to Kay Childs?
In the hospital, in a room, like an emergency room type area.
Okay, and were they, was the alleged victim on a bed? Were they on chairs? Will you describe that?
If I recall, I believe she was just sitting in a chair.
Okay, and so when they give that initial report, it is the alleged victim and her friend, they are not separated during that interview?
Correct.
And my understanding from the body cam of that, that's about an 8.5-minute interaction. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it was a very short interaction, yes.
And during that interaction, the alleged victim actually notes that their next door neighbor is an officer with St. George PD, correct?
Correct.
And she indicates that that's sort of how they got to the hospital to come do this rape kit, that she didn't know what to do, so she talked to her neighbor.
Yes, ma'am.
And who was that neighbor?
It was Officer Tyler Olsen.
And have you interviewed Tyler Olsen?
I have not.
So up until today's date, over a year after this case was initiated, you have not gone to talk. Is he a fellow officer in your own department?
Yes.
You haven't gone to talk to him and ask him what the initial disclosure by this alleged victim was?
No, I haven't.
No?
No.
Okay, so you did have his name.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
You knew that he was part of your very own department.
Yes, ma'am.
You knew that he had given information to this alleged victim about what to do.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, they even talk about that officer had told them to keep evidence, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It sounds like, according to the alleged victim, Olsen said, keep your sheets, keep your comforter for further evidence, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And the alleged victim says, well, I washed my comforter.
Correct.
And as you go through further interviews, it sounds like, according to the alleged victim, that's where any DNA evidence might have been.
Potentially, yes.
All right. So again, you've had no conversations with Officer Olsen?
Not particularly about this case, no.
Does he know this case has been filed?
Yes.
He's never come up to you to talk to you about
Well, I
it?
guess I have talked to him. I was advised to put him as a witness in the report, so I did call him and let him know that he would be added as a witness to the report,
But no interview?
but no interview.
Why?
I felt like I had the information that I needed. It was disclosed at the hospital by the alleged victim, and then in her forensic interview, she had mentioned what she had told Officer Olsen.
Have you ever had a scenario where two people to a conversation might have recollect or recount the conversation differently?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about CAD calls. What are CAD calls?
A CAD call is when our dispatch center receives a call, they input that call into the system, and then it shows up on the screen and assigned to an officer. It stays in a queue until an officer takes that report.
Okay, and do you know what CAD stands for?
I do not.
The CAD, you don't know what that stands for?
No, ma'am.
Okay. In this case, as you indicated, the alleged victim went to the hospital after having a conversation with an officer in your department and underwent a sexual assault nurse exam, correct?
Correct.
But at that time, the alleged victim said that she was not sure if she wanted to pursue the case. And so, just one sec, I need to find this. Thought I pulled it out.